Chorley provide the opposition here at Blackwell Meadows today in this clash in the Vanarama National League North. Darlington will be looking to extend their lead at the top of the table, but will no doubt face a stiff test from their visitors from Lancashire. It's the same 11 for Alan Armstrong today that performed so well at Scarborough on New Year's Day. 2 changes for Chorley as Harvey Smith and Jack Sampson forced their way into the Chorley 11. Ball played down the right hand side, the far side as we look here at Blackwell Meadows by Chorley. It's picked up by Jack Sampson. He's trying to play one, gets the return ball back. He's going to have a left footed shot and that just flashes 4 or 5 yards wide. Tommy Taylor didn't seem to be too alarmed about that one.
Yeah, well wide. Jack Sampson I think it was, wasn't it?
Gives it back to Lambert. Lambert to Purver. Purver to Lawler. Lawler to Felix with his back to goal, 30 yards from goal, finds Morkay. Morkay plays one looking for Felix. Is Felix going to be able to keep that one in? He does keep it in. He gets the cross back post. Beck's been shoved in the back there, and the referee, Mr. Bancroft, isn't interested. Beck was bundled over there as he was about to go for the header. You can comment on that one in a little minute. The ball's still going. Morkay, he was absolutely barreled into from behind there.
I don't understand why the referee hasn't given a penalty. Why? I mean, obviously we need VAR at this point. What?
We'll have another little look at that one in a minute. Griffiths goes back across. Beck was underneath it. Contact was early before Beck was going to head it, but it was certainly going to be an aerial battle that Darlington fans would have hoped Beck would have done well out of anyway. Back underway with Headley on the left-hand side. Darlington have retained possession since that moment. Purver back to Morkay. Morkay wide to Headley. Morkay's burst into space. He's inside the box. Gets the cross across. Well cleared. Morkay on the second ball corner of the 18-yard box. He's going to have the shot. That's blocked as well. Comes to Lambert. Lambert has the shot. Drags it just wide.
Where about you? Oh, of course he
was on the other side. Yeah, on the main side. They weren't very happy with the referee, the Scarborough fans. Hazel's played one over the top looking for Felix. Felix is going to get there before the goalkeeper. Oh, that's a handball outside the box. Definitely Matt Irwin, the assistant's given it. He looks outside of his box to me. Hazel's pushed it past him. What's the referee going to give?
Yellow.
The referee's given a yellow card for that. Now, Matt Irwin, let me explain what's happened so everyone can understand. He's definitely outside his box. Felix has got there before him. He's pushed it round the goalkeeper. And Irwin has put his left hand out. I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing. The assistant's flagged on it. Talk me through the laws. Are you going to Google the laws just to make sure we're getting this right?
I think until the laws changed a couple of years ago, that would be a red card, wouldn't it, for denying goal scoring opportunity? But are we saying that he's made a genuine attempt? But he's handled the ball outside the penalty area.
He hasn't played a deliberate attempt to do anything. I mean, if it's a dog so. You've got the double jeopardy inside the penalty on penalties, but I'm not going to say the referee's wrong. I'm just going to take my time, find a moment in play, and have a look at the laws.
Yeah, I mean he has handled the ball outside the penalty area and denied the goal scoring opportunity. I mean,
Felix had pushed the ball past him. He got to the ball first. Felix was definitely outside his box. The assistant's flagged for the offence.
Well, it didn't work that time either, with Hazel coming short for it. Same outcome.
Ball with Lambert left hand side. It's all Darlington in this last 5 minutes, but it's a good tackle there. The ball's picked up by Joe Nolan. Chorley are staying in this game at least. I think they'll probably be reasonably happy to be doing so at this stage. Ball is down there with Connor Hall right hand side. Darlington with 4 defenders back. Chorley with 2 men in the box. Right hand side, corner of the 18-yard box. Sliding tackle comes in but isn't successful. It's chipped up to the back post. Header back across. Chance for Chorley. It's It's taken over the bar by Sukar.
That was Whitehouse with the step over.
Corner comes in left footer for Chorley. Back post all the way across. Headed back goal bound. Headed off the line there, I think, by Mark Beck before the sliced shot by Usterbashi. So the only thing it could have been. So the following must be considered, Craig. Distance between the offence and the goal. General direction of play. Likelihood of keeping or gaining control of the ball. Location and number of defenders. The only one it could have been is if he thinks that defender is alongside the action. I don't think he was.
Well, there were defenders in the area, but I think Felix was away. He had space. I'm struggling for that one.
Baller just stands still.
Maybe Chorley
I think the players ran into him. I think he's pushed the ball too far. Anyway, will be a free kick. Clipped into the box. It's a free effort, a goal there by Usterbashi. Darlington sleeping, and he's not worked Tommy Taylor as hard as he might have wanted to. Stats and phases of play and data.
Yeah, a lot of these innovations have trickled down divisions over the years, haven't they?
Chance for Chorley to put the cross in, left footed cross into the box. Taylor's come for it, he's only got it half clear and it's tidied up afterwards. Darlington under a little bit of pressure here. Ball comes back to Hall. Hall plays it into the box. Goal bound header. Looked like Moke might have taken a little tug there, but it's cleared away by Purver anyway. Ball only reaches Joe Nolan, 35 yards from goal in a central position. Darlington with some defending to do here. Chorley asking a couple of questions of their own. Headley's been beaten around the outside there. Chance for the cross, pulled back. Blakeman with a shot just over the bar, lands on the top of the net. It was Ustabashi actually. Right-footed shot, lands on the top of Tommy Taylor's goal net.
Yeah, Darlington's got a problem here because Chorley have had the last 3 or 4 chances now. Whitehouse got down the right hand side of Lawler and Suka. I'd keep them both in the team for the rest of the season. Wheater can do his tweeting on the bench if he likes.
Ball played forward, Beck wins the header. Played back, Felix is sniffing around in the box, wins the ball, going to have the chance for the shot, just slices it wide a little bit, but bright play by Felix keeping the defence on their toes. Darlington. Sukar down the line to Felix. Felix gets the touch and it's cleared only as far as Jack Lambert. Lambert lets the ball come onto his chest. Plays the ball wide to Callum Griffiths, a couple of yards in from the right hand side, comes inside on his left foot, gets a decent cross but can't quite beat the first man. It's only returned to Moke though. Darlington with a little spell here. They haven't had too many lately, so enjoying this one. Moke sees that Sukar's made a little dart forward. Sukar's going to put the cross into the box, find Hazel. Hazel heads it back across the face of goal. Felix has got on the end of it somehow, gets the shot, pushes it just wide.
I mean, sometimes he's accused of coming out and punching the ball when he shouldn't, when he should be catching it, but he caught it cleanly there.
Ball is played for. Ken Felix has got the burners on, trying to get past his opponent, and does so. Keeps the ball in, gets past his man, and then he's fouled, and that's got to be a yellow card all day. It's a long way away. I'm half blind, but I tell you, that's an easy yellow card decision.
Yeah, the referee's got that one right.
Who was that?
Number 16, Blakeman, left back.
Kane Felix gave him about 10 yards head start on that run, but he's just so fast that Blakeman couldn't keep up with him.
Felix got past him once. Blakeman dragged him back. Lambert
to Moke. Moke finds Beck. Beck turns it on the corner to Lambert. Lambert's first touch is right foot. He's trying to work his way to the byline, but he's been well defended. Has to come back out again. Finds Lambert on the edge of the box. Lambert takes a touch. First touch is good, but he's moving away from goal. Headley comes across to Purver. Purver takes a touch back down towards Headley. Purver's central position plays it back to Lawler in the centre circle. Darlington nice and patient in possession. Then they spread it wide to Callum Griffiths. Griffiths gets his head up, plays the ball down to Felix. Felix trying to find some room past his man, and that's another foul over on that left hand side. Looked a foul to me. The Chorley players running towards the referee to protest, but it looked. Well, you tell me, Craig.
I can see why Chorley aren't best pleased. Do you think it was a foul?
I thought it was a foul. I thought he passed it and I thought he had both arms around his waist as he pulls it back, but I've got a replay to look at here, so I'll be able to tell you a bit better.
Oh,
well, it's a clear foul. Clear foul by Adam Blakeman. And the camera that we see the replays on is on the opposite side, so it gets a good view, so I'm really not too sure. I mean, I wonder, obviously Blakeman is the Chorley player on a yellow card, so I wonder if they're trying to protect him a little bit, maybe the Chorley players, but clear offence. He's going to have to watch himself, Blakeman, because Felix is dangerous character, flying machine, and in good form at the moment.
It would make sense if Darlington could get the ball to Felix a bit more. Test Blakeman, see how he gets on.
Just outside the box, 5 yards in from the right hand sideline, I would say. Lambert gets a good delivery on it, but it's headed clear by Scott Wilson. Alex Purver picks up the loose ball, finds Ben Headley. Headley with a chance to put the ball back into the box, just lobs one all the way across there, which is headed clear, and ball falls in between Lambert. Griffiths had gone back, falls in between them, so a chance for Chorley to break. Some defending for Chorley to do, for Darlington to do here. Griffiths slides in, wins the ball, but it's picked up by Sampson. Sampson plays it right to Henley. Henley across to Whitehouse. Whitehouse back to Henley. Henley's going to get there before it gets to the byline. Gets the cross. Oh, it's gone all the way across, and the goalkeeper called, I think. And Sukar had a little chat with him. Blakeman is on this free kick. It's about 5 yards inside Darlington's half. If you just joined us on Darlow Fans Radio, no goals to bring you so far. Ball stuck into the penalty spot. There's a little flick on it there, and Taylor takes no chances as he pushes it wide. Taking their time to get ready to take this corner. About 11 minutes or so gone in this second half. Corner comes in, it's all the way at the back post, one at the back post, headed up in the air, it's still not cleared, still bobbling about in the 6-yard box. Darlington eventually clear the lines through Jacob Hazel. It's turned back around towards the edge of the box from Chorley. Going to be a chance for the shot there, but actually Alex Purvis intercepted that one. Nice play, and then gets it back up to the halfway line. But Darlington can't pick possession up. Chorley will have another opportunity to put it in the box. It's taken down almost on the chest. Taylor comes, doesn't get it. It's prodded in from close range from Chorley. At first glance, that looked pretty poor defending. It's dropped into the box and it's been stabbed home from a few yards. I thought Taylor had come to clear it, but he didn't. And Connor Hall is the man that's put Chorley ahead.
Second time this season he's given Chorley the lead against Darlington.
Looks like, can't see who it is closest. Maybe it's Sukar, I think, is trying to ease the ball back to the goalkeeper maybe. But Taylor didn't get there as quickly as Sukar expected him to. Hall did get there. And he's slid it home from close range.
So I'm thinking that Connor Hall, but then Shildon had 4 games called off. So in playing only 1, I think it was. Played once, then came it down. And, well, that's it. Came. The signing was announced for Down.
Ball flicked on there. Chorley on the attack on the edge of the box. Griffiths had a chance to make. Taylor has to make a save to his left, punches it back out, and then it's cleared. You've got to be fair, after the 20 minutes, Chorley have had the majority of the chances. Matt Irwin, who was probably at the centre of the controversial moment in the game, hasn't really been at the centre of anything since. Almond wins the header. Moke gets there, tries to find Beck, but there's too much on it.
Irwin could be sat with you and me second half.
It could be. It's a chance there for Whitehouse to run forward. He spreads it left hand side. Corner of the 18-yard box as Chorley move their way forward again, trying to find space for a shot. Griffiths has gone to ground, but the shot goes over the bar.
Caught by Irwin, but finally goal mouth instant in the second in Chorley's half.
Almond is beaten to the ball in the air there. It goes through to Sampson on the corner of the 18-yard box. He's got Blakeman for support on this right hand side. Whitehouse, for support. But he comes inside instead. Still on the edge of the box. Darlington can't get possession back off them. Trying to create the opportunity for the shot here, Chorley. It's on the far side as we look. It's dinked into the box. Almond lets it go across his body and then hooks it away. Lambert's not going to get there before Henley. Henley picks it up, gets on the return. He's advancing forward, gets to the edge of the box unchallenged. Takes the ball onto his left foot, tries to find a pass. Ball's at the box, flag stays down. It's going to be tapped in, and the flag stays down. Tapped in from close range by Connor Hall. Everybody looks at the assist. He's probably on. He's come from a long distance. I'm not suggesting from this angle I think he's off. But Chorley walked their way into the box and got the first shot away. Pushed back across and then slid in from close range, and Chorley, good value for it. I did think at 1-0, hang on, let's pause for a minute as Chorley advanced down the left hand side. Come back towards the middle of Darlington's half. It's right on the far side, so it's difficult to tell who it is, but they're playing a little triangle, work it down the left hand side, bursting into the box. Good slide and challenge there by Paddy Almond, I think it is.
I think Almond's over on the right hand side in a back 3.
Chorley take the corner, it's inside the box, chance for a player to turn and shoot, and it's 3-0 there. It's turned in from Sampson, I think it is.
Yep, game over. Game over. Sampson, nice finish.
Nice finish again. Chorley with all the time in the world in the box. Just a bad day at the office, goes from worse to worse here for Darlington. And Jack Sampson isn't going to say no to that gift as he slides it in with his left foot from close range. Darlington couldn't get to the first ball from the corner, and then there was plenty of time for Harvey Smith to take a touch, turn and slide it wide. And then Jack Sampson slid it in from the edge of the 6-yard box. Darlington 0, Chorley 3. Little takes the throw, finds Felix. Felix drops it down. He's working towards the sideline really, and then is fouled over there on the right hand side. The referee, Mr. Bancroft, blows the full-time whistle and the full-time score here. There's not that many people left at Blackwell Meadows to see it, but the final score is Darlington 0, Chorley 3. And to sum the game up really, Darlington well on top for the first 15, 18 minutes or so, and the game had one controversial moment where there was a potential goal scoring opportunity not given by Mr. Bancroft. He made his decision, it was only a yellow, and from that point on Chorley were far the better team and well worthy of the 3-0 victory that they've emerged with. I'm sure Alan will go back and mention that decision, and rightly so, but from that moment on Chorley were by far the better team.